Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav Verma and I am a part of Lexis and Company as a legal intern. Today I am going to talk about on a topic of annual general meeting under Companies Act 2013. So, uh, all decisions in a company are taken through resolution passed at a meeting of either the directors or of the shareholders. General meeting can be said to as it is a meeting of the company's shareholders unlike the board of directors. And there are two type of general meetings. Number one is annual general meeting. In short, we call it AGM. Number two is extraordinary general meeting. It is EGM. In this video, we are going to talk about only AGM and its legal provision. Let's talk about annual general meeting. Section 96 of the Companies Act provides that every company, irrespective of its paid up capital or without, whether public or private, whether with share capital or without share capital, whether limited or unlimited, except a one-person company, must hold a meeting of its shareholder or members each year. Since it is to be held annually, that is why it is known as annual general meeting. So basically AGM has been held annually and it has to be held once in a year, and only the shareholders of the company would entitled to get into the meeting, not the board of directors or director of the company. Now let's see what are the legal provisions regarding AGM. Number one is first AGM. Section 96 of the Companies Act provides that first AGM of a company has to be held within 9 months from the end of financial year or from the date of closing of first financial year of the company. In short, after the end of first financial year, company must have to held a meeting within 9 months, held a AGM within 9 months. Number two provision is subsequent AGM. Subsequent AGM can be held within 6 months from the date of closing of. Section 96 also said that there must be one AGM held in calendar year, and the gap between the first AGM and second AGM must be 15 months. Between subsequent two AGM should not exceed the 15 months unless the registrar can extend the time. Number third provision is power to convene AGM. Who can convene AGM? The board of directors is under the proper authority to convene an AGM. Is notice. Company must give a clear 20-day notice to all the members, legal representative of deceased members. So before any AGM, company has to give 21 days prior notice to all the members of the company. Next provision is day, hour and place of AGM. Section 96 subclause 2 provide that every general meeting should be held in the business hours, which is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on a day that is not a national holiday, or at a registered office, or at some other place within the city in which the registered office is located. So on and all, company must have to held its annual general meeting after the closing of first financial year, and within 9 months company has to held it, and subsequent AGM has to be held after the 6 month closing of the year, and there has to be gap between not more than 15 months from first AGM, gap between not more than 15 months between two AGMs. Notice has to be given to all the members, shareholders, and legal representative of the deceased member, officials related to official receiver of insolvent members, auditors of company, and notice be given prior 21 days. And the AGM should be held within the business hour, which is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on a day which is not a government or gazetted holiday, and on a place where the registered office is situated, or in a place where or in a place of a city in which the registered office is located. I hope you like the video. Thank you.